So in today's video, we're going to be looking at setting automatic replies or out of office messages straight from Microsoft Teams. Right now, as of recording this is a preview feature, but stick around. I'm going to give you a first look. So let's just go ahead and dive in. Okay, so we're now here in Microsoft Teams. Let's look at how we can set up this was currently a preview feature for out of office within Microsoft Teams. So there's a couple of ways of doing this, but before we go too far, I do want to mention that this does synchronize with Outlook, which is very convenient. So to get this going, first way is if we go to the top right here to our profile picture, is that we can go ahead and choose set status message. And then from here, you can see schedule out of office. So if you select that, it brings up all of our out of office settings. All right, so the second way of doing it is if you just hit your profile picture again, and then you go ahead and go to settings. Now under the general tab, you can just roll all the way down, and then you're going to see out of office and schedule your automatic replies. So let's go ahead and hit that for now. So I did mention that this does synchronize with Outlook as well. So to prove that there's no funny business going on, let's jump over to Outlook. I'm then going to go ahead and go File, and then to out of office or automatic replies. And then from here, we can clearly see that I've got nothing set up. Do not send automatic replies. Inside my organization, there's nothing. Outside my organization, there is nothing. All right, so at this point, we've got no automatic replies set up. Let's dive back to Teams and let's go through this. So firstly, what we've got here is we can just go ahead and turn on automatic replies. So let's just select that. And at this point, now all the options become available to us. They were gray before. So on out of office, let's just go ahead and select this. And I'm going to put in a message here saying, I'm out of order until further notice. And now we have a few selections down below. So firstly, send replies outside my organization. So just like you're familiar with in Outlook, you can send a message to internal people, and then you could send a completely different message to people external as well. So I'm going to go ahead and select this. And at this point, I could choose only to my contacts or all external senders. And you'll notice we now get a new message box as well. So you are going to want to fill this in, otherwise it's going to be blank on the Outlook side. So I'm just going to hit this again and tell everyone external to my organization or outside my org that I'm also out of order. And at the bottom here, we can now select a time period. So I'm going to say today at 8:30 p.m. And then if I want to change the end date, I can easily select into that, go to the calendar, let's say Friday, for example. I'm going to come back to the office. So at this point, we've got everything set up. So let's go ahead and hit save, and then we're going to prove that this synchronizes to Outlook. So at this point, we're now in Outlook. Let's go ahead and select our automatic replies. And there we go. So instead of it being on do not send automatic replies, we can now see it says send automatic replies. It's got our Monday to Friday, just like we selected in Teams. And we can now see inside my organization says I'm out of order until further notice. And if we hit outside, same gig. We can see I'm outside, I'm out of order until further notice. So at this point, we're all set up. If somebody emails us or sends a message in Teams, they're going to see this. But what's also cool is if I make a change in Outlook, that will also synchronize in Teams. So for example, here, where I'm out of order until further notice, I could change this to I'm out of order until Friday. And let's go ahead and save that. So I'm just going to hit OK. And it said, you've changed your auto reply message for people outside your organization. Do you want to do the same for people outside? In my case, I'm just going to hit no. And then there we are. Out of office is now been set up. So let's just dive back to Teams a moment and look at this one more time. So firstly, instantaneously, we're already seeing that I've got this out of office message in Teams. So everyone knows, look, I'm away, I'm out of office. I could also go back to my set message, schedule out of office, and we can see all my settings have reflected here. So we can see that I'm out of order until Friday. So really simple to do, really nice to set up. I'm just now going to go ahead and send an email to a user just so you can see it in action as well. Okay, so I'm now here logged in as Megan, and I'm sending an email that, to my profile Harry, as I've just set everything up as out of office. So let's go ahead and send this email. And what we should expect to come back now is an out of office message because we just set it up. And there we go. We got the new email saying that, automatic replies, I'm out of order until Friday. So that's the Outlook experience, exactly the same as we would expect. If I jump over to Teams now, so I'm now looking at Harry Loughton in Teams, we can see here, if I hit the profile, that it's clearly showing out of order until Friday. So out of office messages work exactly how you would expect. You can configure it in Outlook, you can configure it in Teams. I think this is a good improvement. I like doing most of my work in Teams rather than jumping between them. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week for another video.